Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Transition Insights Bulletin, brought to you by the Liberty Accelerator Program. So this morning, I got back on the phone and gave DFAS a ring, Defense Finance and Accounting Service. That is the entity who processes for retirees our survivor benefit plan election. And the sequence of signatures on the certification portion of the survivor benefit plan is extremely tricky. A lot of people from my research on this topic get tripped up and wind up paying 6.5% of their retirement pay from their pension into the SBP for a minimum of 2 years because they failed to really focus on this aspect of their transition early enough in the process, and therefore they're reacting to it and perhaps miss a step or get something wrong, and therefore they're automatically opted into the survivor benefit plan. This is for married couples too, by the way. It doesn't apply if you're single. However, I have heard some Marines tell me that even though they were single, the processors were still saying they would be opted into it or whatnot. So a lot of misinformation in this whole process, and that's why I'm documenting it as I experience it. So I called the DFAS office this morning, and she told me that the DFAS office will not receive a certified mail return signature required because there is, quote, nobody there to sign for it, unquote. And that really surprised me. I'm still going to give this submitting it myself directly to DFAS for certified signature return receipt required to see what happens. But she did give me a fax number and said that I can fax my paperwork into that office and then call her back 3 to 5 days later to see what it says in the system. So we're going to do that as well. Now, I'm guessing I'm probably going to have to go to some big box services store like I don't know, FedEx or somebody, in order to send a fax through, because I'm not sure I can send a fax from the office or from my computer and scanner machine here at the house. So I'm not quite sure about that. But my point behind all this is transition, and specifically the retirement processing, is a battle. And if you are not fully engaged on that battle, nobody else is either. But that's why we're building the Liberty Accelerator, to help you through this, to help you go faster so you don't have to figure all this out that I have figured out and documented already. So be sure to check out all my resources in the link below in this video, because I've got a Linktree page where I've aggregated all of my resources in order to allow you to start wherever it is you need to start. And don't wait. There's no reason, if you've got 15 years or more in uniform service, or you're a spouse of a service member that has 15 years or more in service, there's no reason you shouldn't start thinking about this right now. There's a whole lot of things out there that I wish I would have known 5 years ago, and frankly 15 years ago, regardless of whether or not I would have continued to promote through the ranks and get out at 20, or had I failed to select or got injured and discharged. We need to do military family readiness much differently than we have over the last at least 20, if not 40 years. And I encourage you to lean in and own your eventual transition, because transition is not for later. If we're truly ready for deployment, then by default we should be ready for transition too. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I hope you're having a great day. Press hard through the end of the week to your liberty. Heck yeah.